Good morning and welcome to the regularly scheduled business meeting of the Public Service Commission. Today is July 23rd, 11 a.m., and this is our regular meeting. First order of business will be to conduct a roll call of the commissioners. We have virtually Commissioners Caston, Commissioner Irvin, and Chair Williams via telephone. Present in the hearing room are Commissioners Powers, Commissioner Carol Lee Williams, and Commissioner Powers, and Vice Chair Belser. I would ask that everyone join me for a moment of silent reflection before we begin the agenda this morning. Thank you.
Madam Vice Chair,
Commissioner Thomas.
I think you left my name out on the roll call,
I apologize. I must have called somebody twice.
so it's okay.
Commissioner Thomas is present in the hearing room. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Butler.
Yes, thank you, Madam Vice Chair, members of the Commission. The next order of business would be to set the next regular business meeting. Staff would recommend that that be set for Wednesday, June 30th, 2021 at 11 a.m.
Thank you, Mr. Butler. We'll schedule the next meeting for next Wednesday, June 30th at 11 a.m.
Thank you, Madam Vice Chair. Moving to the Commission's utilities agenda, the first three items staff would recommend that we take together. These are interconnection agreements and amendments to interconnection agreements, and I will outline those briefly. Item number one is in docket number 2021-175C, and there's a request for approval of an interconnection agreement between Bell South Telecommunications, LLC, DBA AT&T South Carolina, and Crown Castle Fiber, LLC. Item number two is a request for approval of a second amendment to an interconnection agreement between Bell South Telecommunications, LLC, DBA AT&T of South Carolina, and United States Cellular Corporation. And item number three is docket number 2010-31C, and there's a request for approval of the fourth amendment to the interconnection agreement between Bell South Telecommunications, LLC, DBA AT&T South Carolina, and Spock Incorporated, formerly known as USA Mobility Wireless Incorporated.
Commissioners, you've heard the three items listed by Mr. Butler. Is there a motion?
Madam Vice Chair,
Commissioner Powers.
thank you. I would make a motion that I move that the Commission approve the interconnection agreements and amendments to interconnection agreements listed items 1, 2 through 3 as stated by Mr. Butler.
Thank you, Commissioner Powers. Commissioners, you've heard the motion. Any questions or discussion? We'll proceed to a roll call vote. Commissioner Powers?
Aye.
Commissioner Williams?
Aye.
Commissioner Caston?
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin?
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas?
Aye.
Chairman Williams?
Aye.
And I vote aye. The motion passes. Next item, Mr. Butler.
Yes, thank you, Madam Vice Chair. Item number four is in docket number 2021-174WS. There's a request for approval of a water and sewer agreement between Blue Granite Water Company and Cross Development CC Lake Wiley, LLC. And Madam Chair, Commissioner Caston has asked me to announce that he is recused from this matter and therefore will not be voting.
Thank you, Mr. Butler. Commissioners, is there a motion?
Madam Vice Chair,
Commissioner Thomas.
thank you. I move that the Commission approve the water and sewer agreement between Blue Granite Water Company and Cross Development CC Lake Wiley, LLC. So moved.
Thank you, Commissioner Thomas. Any questions or discussion on the motion? Hearing none, we will move to a roll call vote. Commissioner Thomas?
Aye.
Chairman Williams?
Aye.
Commissioner Powers?
Aye.
Commissioner Williams?
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin?
Aye.
And I vote aye. The motion passes. Commissioner Caston being shown as recused on this motion. Mr.
Thank you,
Butler.
Yes, thank you, Madam Vice Chair. Item number 5 is in docket number 2021-186S. This is a request of Condor Environmental Incorporated for approval of a reduction in rates charged to the Country Place Homeowners Association and the Fairview Chase Homeowners Association, as well as a request for waiver of hearing.
Commissioners, you've heard the item described. Is there a motion?
Madam Vice Chair,
Commissioner Caston.
I move that the commission approve the application of Condor Environmental Incorporated for a reduction in rates charged to the Country Place Homeowners Association and the Fairview Chase Homeowners Association, not pro-ton, as well as the request for waiver of hearing, conditional on the lack of letters of protest as may be received after notification to the customers of the commission's action by the company, who shall notify the customers within 10 days of this order. Customers will have until September 1st, 2021 to respond to such notices. If letters of protest are received, the commission will reconsider this matter. I so move.
Thank you, Commissioner. Any questions or discussion on this motion? We'll proceed to a roll call vote. Commissioner Caston?
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin?
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas?
Aye.
Chairman Williams?
Aye.
Commissioner Powers?
Aye.
Commissioner Williams?
Aye.
And I vote aye. The motion passes. Next item, Mr. Butler.
Yes, thank you, Madam Vice Chair. Number 6 on the utilities agenda is actually now listed in the ND file of the Commission Docket Management System under number 2021-22-S. And this is the request of Condor for expansion of its existing service area to include certain portions of Spartanburg County and for other relief. At this time, the matter before the Commission is the issue of whether or not a notice of intent is appropriate. As I understand it, this matter has not been accepted for filing by the Commission's clerk's office.
Commissioners, you've heard the matter described. Is there a motion?
Madam Vice Chair,
Commissioner Powers?
thank you. I move that the commission accept the correspondence of counsel for Condor Environmental Incorporated of June 16, 2021 as a notice of intent in this matter pursuant to South Carolina Code annotated section 58-5-240, section A.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioners, you've heard the motion. Any questions or discussion on the matter? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote. Commissioner Powers?
Aye.
Commissioner Williams?
Aye.
Commissioner Caston?
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin?
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas?
Aye.
Chairman Williams?
Aye.
And I vote aye. The motion passes.
Madam Vice Chair, docket 2021-178G is item number 7. This is a request for approval of a gas transportation service agreement with Firm Gas Standby between Grand Strand Hotels LLC and Dominion Energy South Carolina Incorporated.
Thank you, Mr. Butler. Commissioners, is there a motion on this item?
Madam Vice Chair, this is Commissioner Caston, and I'd like to make a motion.
Thank you, Commissioner Caston. Please proceed.
I move that the commission approve the agreement for transportation service with Firm Gas Standby between Grand Strand Hotels, LLC, and Dominion Energy South Carolina Incorporated. The Office of Regulatory Staff does not object to approval of the agreement.
Thank you, Commissioner Caston. Commissioners, any questions or discussion on this issue? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote. Commissioner Caston?
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin?
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas?
Aye.
Chairman Williams?
Aye.
Commissioner Powers,
Aye.
Commissioner Williams,
Aye.
and I vote aye. The motion passes.
Madam Vice Chair, item number 8 on the utilities agenda is docket number 2021-179G. This is a request for assignment and assumption of a contract for gas service between Dominion Energy South Carolina Incorporated, Holy City Linen Services LLC, and Cubby Incorporated.
Commissioners, is there a motion? Commissioner Williams. We're getting some feedback.
Thank you, Vice Chair Belzer. I move that the commission approve the assignment and the assumption of the contract for gas service between Dominion Energy South Carolina Incorporated, Holy City Linen Services LLC, and Cubby Incorporated.
Thank you, Commissioner Williams. Any questions or discussion? We will proceed to a roll call vote. Commissioner Williams.
Aye.
Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin.
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Chairman Williams.
Aye.
Commissioner Powers.
Aye.
And I vote aye. The motion carries.
Item number 9 on the utilities agenda is docket number 2021-4-G. This is the annual review of purchase gas adjustment and gas purchasing policies of Piedmont Natural Gas Company Incorporated. Before the commission today are 2 verified applications for admission pro hoc vici of Melinda L. McGrath Esquire and James H. Jeffries IV Esquire, filed on behalf of Piedmont Natural Gas Company Incorporated.
Commissioners, is there a motion?
Madam Chair,
Commissioner Irvin.
thank you. I move the commission grant the verified applications for admission pro hoc vici of Melinda L. McGrath, attorney, and James H. Jeffries IV, attorney, both filed on behalf of Piedmont Natural Gas Company Incorporated in this docket. So moved.
Thank you, Commissioner. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none, we will take a roll call vote. Commissioner Irvin.
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Chairman Williams.
Aye.
Commissioner Powers.
Aye.
Commissioner Williams.
Aye.
Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
And I vote aye. The motion carries.
Item number 10, Madam Vice Chair, is docket number 2021-1-E. This is the annual review of base rates for fuel cost of Duke Energy Progress LLC. And staff presents for consideration this matter for final disposition.
Commissioners, is there a motion?
Madam Vice Chair,
Commissioner Thomas.
I move that we adopt the stipulation between the parties. The net effect of my motion is a decrease of 97 cents or 0.9% per month based on 1,000 kilowatt hour monthly usage for a residential customer. I further move that we adopt the amount stipulated between the parties, consisting of a totally combined fuel factor of 2.36 cents per kilowatt hour for residential, 2.473 cents per kilowatt hour for non-demand general service, 1.874 cents per kilowatt hour for demand general service, and 1.874 cents per kilowatt hour for lighting. Based upon the analysis presented by the company and confirmed by ORS, the average decrease anticipated in the average monthly bill of lighting customers is 0.1%, and the average increase in the average monthly bill of general service non-demand and general service demand customers is 1.5% and 1% respectively. Additionally, I move that we adopt the NEM Distributed Energy Resource Values and the DERP charges stipulated between the parties as follows. A DERP charge at $1 per month for residential class, a DERP charge of $3.53 per month for the commercial class, and a DERP charge of $100 per month for the industrial class, including the gross receipts tax and regulatory fee. With regard to plant outages, including situations where final reports or investigations, company, contractor, government reports, or otherwise were not available at the time of the hearing on this matter, the reasonableness of such outage will be subject to review in the period where such reports become available and provided to ORS and to the Commission. So moved.
Thank you, Commissioner Thomas. Commissioners, you've heard the motion. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none, we will proceed to a roll call vote. Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Chairman Williams.
Aye.
Commissioner Powers.
I vote aye.
Commissioner Williams.
Aye.
Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin.
Aye.
And I vote aye. The motion passes.
Pardon me, item 11 on the utilities agenda is docket number 2020-229E. Staff presents for commission consideration Dominion Energy South Carolina Incorporated's petition for rehearing and/or reconsideration and for clarification regarding Commission Order Number 2021-391. And Madam Vice Chair, on behalf of Commissioner Carol Lee Williams, she wanted me to announce that she will not participate in today's vote on the rehearing reconsideration due to the fact that she was on family sick leave when the original vote on the merits was taken in this matter. Thank you.
Madam Chair,
Commissioner Irvin.
I would also like the record to reflect that I recused myself in this docket at the hearing at the request of Dominion Energy, and I will not be participating as I did recuse myself, and I have not participated in the deliberations in this docket.
Thank you, Commissioner Irvin. Commissioners, do I hear a motion?
Madam Vice Chair,
Commissioner Powers.
Dominion Energy South Carolina filed a petition for rehearing and our reconsideration and for clarification that alleged 7 issues. 1, the order's prohibition on recovery of avoided cost credits under South Carolina Code 5827-865, known as the fuel clause, violated South Carolina law and proper principles relating to energy supplied by qualifying facilities. Number 2, the order did not make clear that renewable energy certificates, RECs, transfer with the net exported energy supplied by the rooftop solar customers to a utility. Number 3, the order improperly characterized elimination of the cost shift as DESC recovering lost revenue and fails to accurately represent DESC's measurement of the same. Number 4, the order erred in finding that the subscription fee and basic facilities charge are supported by the record and penalize customers for behind-the-meter consumption in violation of Act 62. Number 5, the order applied the preponderance of the evidence standard unevenly. Number 6, the order erred in its interpretation of the requirement to eliminate any cost shift to the greatest extent practical. And number 7, the order relied heavily upon certain benefits of solar that have not been quantified or adopted by this commission. Regarding the first issue, I move that the commission reconsider and clarify that Dominion is not prohibited from recovering avoided costs paid to rooftop solar customers via the fuel clause. Regarding the second issue, I move that the commission deny the petition for rehearing or reconsideration. Regarding issues number 3, 4, 6, and 7 in its petition, Dominion restates factual and legal arguments that the commission explicitly rejected in order number 2021-391, and I move that the commission deny the petition that relates to these issues for the same reasons stated in our order. Regarding issue 5, I move that the commission make clear that it appropriately and evenly applied the preponderance of evidence standard in making its decision in order 2021-391, and therefore deny the petition that relates to this issue. I will so move.
Thank you, Commissioner Powers. Any questions or discussion regarding the motion? Hearing none.
Vice Chair Belger, this is Chairman Williams.
Chairman Williams, please proceed.
I just want to make sure I understand correctly that on the first issue, we are clarifying our position. I know reconsideration and clarification are used, but this, I would think, on issue one is more clarification than reconsideration. Or am I mistaken, Commissioner Powers?
You're correct.
Did you hear that?
Okay.
That's correct, that it is clarification.
Yes.
Okay.
Clarification. All right. Thank you, Commissioner Powers.
Thank you.
We will proceed to a roll call vote. Commissioner Powers,
I vote aye.
Commissioner Caston,
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas,
Aye.
Chairman Williams,
Aye.
and I vote aye. The motion passes.
Item number 12 on the utilities agenda comes to us from docket numbers 2020-264E and 2020-265E. And we have for commission consideration, the Office of Regulatory Staff's petition for rehearing and/or reconsideration.
You've heard the item announced. Is there a motion?
Madam Vice Chair,
Commissioner Thomas.
thank you. On June the 21st of 2021, the Commission received a letter from the Office of Regulatory Staff requesting that this matter be carried over until the next Commission business meeting. I move that we deny ORS's request to carry over. On ORS's petition, I move that the Commission grant the Office of Regulatory Staff's petition for reconsideration or rehearing and order a limited rehearing on the single issue of the reporting requirements requested by ORS. I further move that the Commission instruct the Clerk's Office to set the matter for oral argument. Oral argument will be confined to the existing record on the sole issue of tracking and reporting on the cost shift based on the avoided cost for solar customer generators subscribing to the Duke Company's interim riders and the Solar Choice metering tariffs. So moved.
Thank you, Commissioner Thomas. Any questions or discussion on the motion pending?
Madam Chair.
Commissioner Irvin?
Madam Chair and other commissioners, in reviewing the petition filed by the Office of Regulatory Staff, ORS did not cite any statutory, regulatory, or case law authority in support of their motion for rehearing or reconsideration. In addition, they never mentioned the Commission's order, nor did they point out any error of fact or law that would justify a reconsideration or rehearing. In addition, we followed Act 62 when we found and concluded that the solar tariff as adopted by the Commission and all the parties with the exception of ORS and the stipulation that the requirements of Act 62, specifically, we found that any cost shift was eliminated to the greatest extent practicable. Therefore, there's no statutory requirement in Act 62 that requires a reporting of avoided costs by the company. For these reasons, I plan to vote against the motion, as I find that the petition filed by ORS lacks any merit, and therefore there's no need for a reconsideration or rehearing in this case. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Irvin. Any further discussion or questions? We'll proceed to a roll call vote. Commissioner Thomas?
Aye.
Chairman Williams?
Aye.
Commissioner Powers?
I vote aye.
Commissioner Williams?
Aye.
Commissioner Caston?
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin?
No.
And I vote aye. The motion passes. Mr. Butler?
Yes, Madam Vice Chair and members of the commission, this completes today's utilities agenda. Moving on to the transportation motor carrier agenda. The first 6 items are applications for Class C authority, and I will outline these as follows. Item 1 is docket number 2021-194T, the application of Elite Transportation Service LLC. Item 2 is docket number 2021-195T, application of Elite Transportation Service for Class C Charter Bus Certificate. Item 3 is docket number 2021-196T, the application of Mason-Dixon Holdings LLC for Class C Charter Bus Certificate. Item 4 is the application of Empowerment Express Shuttle NEMT Service LLC for a Class C non-emergency certificate. That was docket number 2021-198T. Number 5 is docket number 2021-199T. This is the application of Native Islanders Transportation LLC for a Class C taxi certificate. And finally, in these 6 items, we have docket number 2021-203T, which is the application of Michael Johnson DBA Bodyguard Limo for a Class C charter certificate. And Madam Chair, the staff recommends taking these items together.
Commissioners, you've heard the issues matters 1 through 6 on the transportation agenda dealing with Class C certificates. Is there a motion?
Madam Vice Chair, this is Commissioner Caston. I'd like to make a motion.
Please proceed, Commissioner Caston.
I move that the application for Class C authority in items numbers 1 through 6 be approved as stated by Mr. Butler.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioners, you've heard the motion. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none, we will move to a roll call vote. Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin.
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Chairman Williams.
Aye.
Commissioner Powers.
Vote aye.
Commissioner Williams.
Aye.
And I vote aye. The motion carries.
Madam Chair and other members of the commission, we have 2 requests for extension, items number 7 and 8. Staff would recommend that these be taken together. I will briefly outline these. We have a request from Morgan Overstreet Trap DBA Embracing Our Seniors for an extension of time until July 1st, 2021 to comply with commission rules and regulations. This is item 7 and it's docket number 2021-60-T. We also have item number 8 and docket number 2021-87-T. And with this item, we have a request of Here For You Logistics LLC for an extension of time until December 31st, 2021 to comply with commission rules and regulations.
Thank you, Mr. Butler. Commissioners, do I hear a motion on these 2 items requested?
Madam Vice Chair Belzer.
Commissioner Williams.
Thank you. I move that the commission grant their request for an extension to comply with commission rules and regulations in items 7 through 8 as described by Mr. Butler.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioners, you've heard the motion. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none, we will proceed to a roll call vote. Commissioner Williams.
Aye.
Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin.
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Chairman Williams.
Aye.
Commissioner Powers.
Vote aye.
And I vote aye. The motion carries.
Item number 9 on the transportation agenda is docket number 2017-39-T. And this is a request of Robert L. Settles, DBA Settles Services for reinstatement of a Class C charter certificate number 9235.
Commissioners, do I hear a motion?
Madam Vice Chair.
Commissioner Williams.
Thank you. I move that the commission grant the request of Robert L. Settles, doing business as Settles Services for reinstatement of Class C charter certificate number 9235, subject to all commission rules and regulations.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioners, you've heard the motion. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none, we'll take a roll call vote, starting with Commissioner Williams.
I vote aye.
Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin,
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas,
Aye.
Chairman Williams,
Aye.
Commissioner Powers,
Aye.
and I vote aye. The motion carries.
Item number 10 on the transportation agenda is a request to amend tariff of Robert Broadwater Senior, DBA Make the Right Move. This is in docket number 2021-148-T.
Commissioners, is there a motion?
Madam Vice Chair,
Commissioner Thomas,
I move that the commission refer this matter to Chief Hearing Officer David Butler to obtain clarification from the parties with regard to the company's intent in the packing section of its tariff, which is ambiguous. The Chief Hearing Officer shall report back to the commission, and the commission will once again consider this matter at a later date. So moved.
Commissioners, you've heard the motion. Is there any discussion or any questions? Hearing none, we will proceed to a roll call vote. Commissioner Thomas,
Aye.
Chairman Williams,
Aye.
Commissioner Powers,
Aye.
Commissioner Williams,
Aye.
Commissioner Caston,
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin,
Aye.
and I vote aye. The motion carries.
Madam Chair and other members of the commission, that does complete this week's transportation agenda.
Thank you all for your participation today virtually, those that may be listening or watching. And we will adjourn until our next meeting next Wednesday, June 30th. Thank you very much.
Vice Chair Belzer,
Chairman Williams.
before we adjourn, I just want to thank the technical staff, Randy, Melissa, Jackie, and Gwen for assisting me in joining the meeting today. As I was participating, I was thinking about how I've been able to participate in meetings while at annual training at Fort McCoy, deployed, passing through Kuwait on my way to Iraq, and now here on vacation. And so they make it easy for me, and I just want to let them know I appreciate their service.
Thank you, Chairman Williams. They do a good job. They certainly do. With that, we will close this meeting and thank you again. We are adjourned.